Hello, 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 and welcome back to this challenge run of King's Bounty 2. And I'm your host, guide, and sometimes entertainer, Mr. Naviton. And so let's take a look at where we sit right now as far as level goes. Yep, got about 400 to go for 16, I think. And then we'll get to level 19. And so we got a bunch of kind of useless stuff here that we can sell off here pretty quickly. As far as our units go, we've got the assassins, the dark adepts, the death knights, and the dark spirits to get to rank 3. So I think we're doing good as far as their leveling goes. And then our talent chart, as you can see, we have all of our talent points spent. We have 25 into finesse. This just requires 28, so we just need 3 more points. And we can get Supreme Magic someday. Yeah, it's still a ways out. 11 into Anarchy and then 8 into Order. Okay, so what do we want to do? We want to go talk to Damien and turn in the quest for taking out Cedric. Yeah, we did him a huge favor. So he's going to need to reward us big time. All right, trigger. Let's ride down the hill. And we'll ride right in. And here's Damien. All right, pay up.
Cedric and his gang are no more.
That's good news. I will pay you generously. If you've never been to Windy Port, you'll be welcome there now. I'll order the elevator opened for your use right this instant. It's just a small patch of land beneath an overhang by the seashore, but there you'll find rare goods that don't make it to the fair.
I'm sure I'll find rare goods and more. Thank you.
One more thing. Our trade delegation might have another job for you. As long as you're prepared to face certain risks. Let me know if you're interested.
Okay. Guess what, Damien? We are interested.
Are you ready to hear our offer? Great. Let me warn you at once. Everything related to this assignment is strictly confidential.
Oh, Damien. I'm a natural at keeping secrets.
There's been some kind of catastrophe at the Mage factory. I don't know the details yet, but the city's been quarantined. No one is allowed in. We can't afford to miss out on this chance. The Mage factory is full of priceless inventions, but our mission is to retrieve this particular one. A special tabula meant to awaken the king's new battle golems was left at the Mage factory. We'd like to get our hands on it.
That's quite the fancy trinket you're after.
I am placing my trust in your abilities and integrity. Name your price.
Do I look like a mercenary to you?
There's nothing more to discuss then. If you change your mind, talk to Didier the Golem Master first. You should find him at the quarantine outpost.
Tinson Dungeon. Say that fast 10 times. Okay, so real quick, you heard that sound of a level up, and yes, we got to level 19. Very good. Okay, so now what we can do, and we got 5 talent points. For this, I want to buff up Death and Darkness to rank 3. Okay. And I also want to... Okay, cool. Now we can have 2 Dark Adepts. And I'm going to swap out the Ancient Ghouls for Dark Spirits. Yep. Let's use those guys. Let's get as many to rank 3 as we can. Alright, Spellbook. I am going to get Trapor to rank 3. That way everybody gets slowed. And I would like to get weakness to rank 3. I could use curse. We'll see. Or death grip. Death grip is really good in like the early to mid areas of the game. For later stages when you have to take on the stronger units, they don't get so afraid. But it's something, you know, I wouldn't mind showing it if you guys want to see it. All right, let's do this fight with this group here. So we have rank 3 Griffins, Bear Riders. We haven't seen them yet. These guys have taunt, and their initiative is 6, so they go pretty quickly. So they're, yeah, got to be careful with them. But luckily they're at rank 1, and then we got rank 2 heavy crossbowmen. We saw these in a scryer fight, and then bears. We've seen lots of bears. All right, so I'm gonna put the Death Knights here. Dark Spirits here. We'll put the Dark Adepts there, and then the Mercs right there. Cool. All right, we don't want to start this off with Chain Lightning because there's only 4 units. So I mean, let's use Magic Source. Let's get a little bit of defense. And let's go right here. And I want to have these guys take on the heavy crossbowmen. Just to tie them up so that they can't just shoot them and make them immobile. Okay, assassins backstab the Bear Riders. 1 down. Very nice. The Dark Adepts. We could use Spellbind on them, but that's not because they got that haste ability, but nah, it's more important to use it on the Bear Riders so that they can't use their taunt. And then we'll shoot them. So, here they come. And one goes down. Oh. Okay, so these guys got to rank 2. And in doing so, they got this skill available now. Battle Cry. This is amazing. I love this skill. Where not only do the Death Knights can they increase their damage by 50%, but everyone standing next to them as well. So let's make everybody happy. Oh, they get to go again. Well, yes, we will take down a Griffin. Very good. Okay. That's really good. So we could use Madness on the bears, but there's no point. Oh, very good. Because I don't think the bears... I don't think they could reach, but I guess if they got a second turn, they could. Yeah, didn't happen. Okay, so what do we do now? Let's do Celestial Fire. Let's give everybody more damage, right? Let's go right up to the bears. We're going to stay right there. So this is the beauty of the assassins. Well, they took him down. I would have thought that they could have used... Thought I used Triumph, but maybe not. Okay, we're going to run to this side and then shoot. Okay, I'm going to use Mark of Darkness. Shoot another bear. And then there. Okay. We're going to take down 2. Lose 1. Sure. Victory. Victory is ours. Okay. The assassins got to rank 3. And we actually made a little money on that one. Okay. So there is a cache over here. Let's run and grab it. Ancient ceremonial sword. Alright. Guess we'll go put that on the mantle. Another cache here. Okay. So let's grab trigger and let's start riding down the hill. And then as we come down here, we turn the bend, we see somebody who has a mission for us. Dr. Kramer.
Good afternoon. Heading to the elevator, are we? Are you headed for the port by any chance?
Perhaps. Why do you ask?
Oh, it's just a trifle. There's a young woman who lives there. Her name's Jeanette, and I'm Kramer, the merchant. You might remind her of me and my grain.
Why not go down there and remind her yourself?
How can I? The Artisanians don't let anyone descend, in light of the threat presented by Cedric the Bandit. That's according to Damien. Curse him. I've already paid for the grain, and soon it's gonna rot. But if you could talk to Jeanette, the elevator is still working. You can go up whenever you want.
Okay, shady deal. Talk to Jeanette. Sounds straightforward enough. Alright, you want to make a mad dash back here. There is a false wall. And so we get a chest, we get some mana, and we get a scroll. Transformation. Transformation. That is a meme scroll. No other way to put that. To where you can take a unit and turn them into an Illyrian chick. Okay, more on that in a minute. Let's talk to Aurelian.
Did you see my notice? I'm so glad you came. These lands are supremely gorgeous, are they not?
Sea and rocks are nothing special to me. It's just like the Black Castle.
As an artist, I couldn't ask for a better location. It's so beautiful, but windy, as it says in the name. Would you believe it? The wind swept one of my paintings right off the cliff. And the client is very demanding. They're not just going to wait. And I cannot simply go down and get it. I had a falling out with the residents once, and now they've banned me. So awkward. My only hope is that some kind passerby will oblige an old man infatuated with the sea.
Yeah, that's Catherine. And I mean, if you look at the view. If his painting swept away from up here and goes all the way down there, do you think it's still good? I would think not, but
Did you hear that?
who am I?
A man-eating troll.
Alright, so we want to go ring the bell. And then we're going to wait for the elevator to come up. Okay, back to transformation. So rank 1 we have to get, or it'll transfer any unit below 1500 leadership. And then rank 2 and rank 3 increases from there, but also the amount of mana that you need to use. But I think it's enough leadership at rank 3 to transform a dragon into a chick. Don't quote me on that. I haven't tried that, but I think it's possible. Okay, so we finally made it down, and oh, somebody wants to talk to us.
Wait, please listen.
What happened?
Bandits ransacked my shop, and now they've taken it over entirely.
Calm down, sir. Tell me everything in detail, slowly.
I'm Dominic, a merchant of the Royal Trade Guild. I used to deliver goods to Odilon of Marcella, and since there was plenty of demand, I got one of the locals, Rick, to join me and open a shop of our own. We sell the same stuff as Odilon. Weapons, equipment, scrolls. We were doing a good business. Until that Fisher rogue appeared, drove Rick off, and took over our shop. No one here will stand up to him.
This Fisher sounds worse than Bludgeon.
Everyone's dead scared of the guy. Rumor has it he's got monsters serving him. Rick told me he had something up his sleeve to use against Fisher, and then he disappeared. Can you scare Fisher off for me? I'll reward you. On the honor of a royal merchant.
Okay, and that's worth, I don't know, maybe 500 gold?
I swear there was a trawl in the grotto. I seen it myself. And
So,
Fisher-
clash at Windy Port. Right here. So we're given an option here. We could go the power, attack fish on our own, or finesse and ask Rick.
Thanks to him.
We
The
are
elders
going
of
to
the
use
with
the
a
finesse route, of course. Yes, we will be going that way.
Dominic's
So
a
we-
coward. He's probably gonna lose his shop.
There's a scroll here we can read. We want to go talk to Jeanette. She is the first one on our list. And she happens to be right here.
You're Jeanette, aren't you?
Yeah, so?
Kramer the merchant asked me to remind you about the grain he ordered.
Oh, come now. How am I supposed to know where his grain is? I mean, I do receive goods, register them, and put the entry in the log. But I don't remember any grain arriving. None at all.
Nevertheless, I need an answer for Kramer. He told me to ask you specifically about his sacks of grain.
I don't know. The ship hasn't arrived yet. The weather's been poor. Gromus said storms were approaching from the east, making navigation... Kramer will simply have to wait. Now kindly leave me alone.
You seem to have gone nervy all of a sudden. I wonder...
Yeah. I wonder.
Gideon has gone completely bonkers. Yesterday he was talking about
Okay, so let's go back
Dominic's a
to
coward.
Dominic.
He's probably
And we're
lose
going
his shop anyway. I swear there was
to
a
press
trawl in
him
the
a little
grotto.
bit
I seen it
harder,
myself.
too.
And Fisher tamed the blasted-
You look unhappy. Then again, you always do.
Misery is the hallmark of these times. Those darned mice are the worst.
Why? Are you scared of mice?
Rick's deathly afraid of mice. They spread disease, you know. One such pesky creature might have come here all the way from the Mage factory. George used to catch them, but now...
What happened to George?
He got poisoned, poor thing. Someone must have been exterminating mice. George caught a poisoned one and choked. Except the number of mice isn't getting any lower. Guess those cunning rodents have a nice food stash somewhere or other.
They might be living on the missing sacks of grain. I should probably take a look around the port.
Yes. So
I swear there
now
was a
it
trawl in the
is
grotto.
time
I seen it myself. And
to
Fisher
go talk to Rick and see what we gotta do to get the finesse points. But we are going to do some treasure hunting on the way. Few things that we're finding. Okay, right here
A
is
sack full of rotten grain.
our first sack. Okay, let's talk to Rick.
Are you Rick? Huh. You look more like a stevedore than a merchant. I heard about your troubles.
Troubles? Yes. Misfortunes never come alone. First it was my cat George passing away, and now it's my turn. I invested what little gold I had in Dominic's shop and lost it all. That cursed bandit Fisher took everything from me.
Why don't we band together with the locals and kick Fisher out of the port? I doubt you're the only one he's wronged.
But everyone's afraid of him. The Artisanians might be able to drive him off, but they don't care a whiff about us. And me? Oh, I'm not a fighter. Listen. I know something that might come in handy in this situation. A long time ago, Father and I hid a chest in a grotto. It's not far from here. That chest is full of valuables as well as something else. A vessel of sorts, full of ice spirits. Just in case, you know. My father got it from his father. I'd go fetch it myself. But the grotto is inhabited by trolls now. No way us locals can go anywhere near.
Ice elementals. Those could be very handy in a fight. Definitely better than porters wielding truncheons.
Okay. I don't know why they use the word grotto and not cave, but they didn't. I think most people would be understanding what a cave is other than a grotto. I don't know. I could be wrong. Okay, look here. All right, a recruiter, Valdemara, and she has 4 ancient wolves, griffins, and then mercs. And this time the mercs are unlimited. Might have been at the other shop too. I don't remember, but
A sack of rotting grain.
and then the third one is right
Another
here.
sack, nibbled by mice.
Okay, so now we need to press Jeanette a little bit harder. Yeah. Cat toy. And poor George. He is there. Okay, ancient legend. As we know, that gives XP. I know 75 isn't that much, but it's free. So we'll take it. Yes, it's time to press Jeanette. We caught her in a lie.
I had some time to spare, so I took a little stroll around the port, and I happened to find 3 sacks of rotten grain. You lied to me.
By the elements. I told that damnable fisher to cover his tracks.
Oh, just tell me the story behind that darned grain.
I picked up the grain from the ship and paid the captain. On the same evening, I received a letter. A blackmail letter. The anonymous author demanded I call off the grain deal and threatened to kill me if I didn't. He wrote that the grain had been ordered for Cedric's gang. He told me to come to the shore where the boats are left to dry, and I got scared.
Can I take a look at the letter?
Here, take it. You'll protect me, right? I'm frightened.
Okay, so let's take a look at that. Ask Rick for help. That was a shady deal. So find the blackmailer's tracks. Okay. So now it is time for us to actually go down on the beach.
Dominic's a coward. He's probably
And
gonna
so,
lose his shop anyway.
gotta go over the
I
stairs.
swear there was a trawl in the grotto.
Then you can see that there's the waypoint. So let's locate that. There we go, the windy port. There's a cache here. A little underwhelming, but you know, it's better than 10. Oh, sleigh bells, of course. What would an episode be without those? Okay, examine the
Footprints. Someone was walking along the water's edge, hoping their footprints would be washed away.
Yes. Large chest with an opulent mirror. Okay. Let's scare the birds away. Alright, we got a barrel here. And a fight here. And oh boy. Some pretty gnarly trolls. All right, so this fight, in this one particular, we need to use our range units and come up with our best aerial assault that an Anarchy army can muster. So, let's see, we got the archers, the free archers, the death knights, the dark adepts, and the dark spirits. Okay, and we got as many troops as we can. Very strong enemy. I guess it doesn't say very. It is a strong enemy, and this fight is not easy if you plan on just going up melee versus melee. Rank 3 griffins, rank 3 stone skin trolls, rank 2 chiefs. Yeah. Okay. And so we want to have all of these guys get around the Death Knights. I'm going to put the Dark Adepts kind of in the front just because they have a lot more health than the free archers. Okay, round 1. 9, 8, 7. We need to use slow. We have to have all of these slow down for this fight. And let's see. This guy, the chiefs do have more initiative than the stone skin ones do, which can help us in this fight because these guys can bottleneck the front. And then, you know, it leaves these guys stuck in the back. But still, let's put Mark of Darkness on these, and then we will use Verdict. Okay. So, obviously here, we're going to go Battle Cry. Gives everybody 50% more damage. Let's see. So, it's getting kind of part of the game where we're going to want to start paying attention to turn order. That's going to be very important towards the end of the game. Okay, these guys, number 5. And so, hit them. Oh, look at that. Gotta go again. Just do. Yeah. Griffins. Let's use poison on these guys. Yeah. Now, I was gonna say they're pretty happy, so an additional turn is very likely. Okay, you cannot use madness on any of these, so we didn't bring him here for that. However, I do want to weaken the griffins, and they took one out. Oh, and they get to go again. Okay. All right, so now we want to use, this is the cool thing. So they all have 50%, right? They got damage increase. And so the next thing we want to do is Celestial Fire. So that stacks. So now they have 50% plus 30%. Yeah, very good. Okay, so we're gonna go here. use barbed arrows on these guys. Yeah, we're gonna go for the for sure kill. Oh man. Sorry, archers. No, they should take him out. Good. Okay. Let's see what they still have slowed. Damage increased. Yeah, they got that from themselves too. So they get the same ability as the Death Knights do. Let's go with Ilyu's light. Okay. We're gonna wait. Yeah, we gotta take down these chiefs. No, he didn't quite get it. That's good. Yeah, let's do it. Okay, 4. What else we got? We'll have those. I guess we could have them go slow again. Yeah. In case that they get an extra turn. Doesn't really matter. Yeah, there's that extra turn. Okay. Let me go here. Yep, good. They can take him out. Alright. Wow. Let's see. So the Dark Adepts went to rank 3. The Dark Spirits went. Wow. They all did. That was very worth it. Very worth it. Okay. So let's do a little bit more beachcombing here. See what else we can find. There is, fortunately, a dead guy. So let's read this scroll. That's important because we need to tell Kramer that your grain delivery is connected to Cedric's gang. However, we took out the gang.
Infamous troll grotto.
Alright, Quiet Noon. This is the painting. or Aurelian said blew off of
Here's the
his
cache.
deck. Okay, in here is an item right in this chest that we really want. The Black Countess belt. So let's put this on. Now, as you can see, magic power +5. So 3 better, and then arcane knowledge 6 better. Yep. That's a boost. Okay, let's go to the other side over here. There should be another barrel. Yep. Alright, then we have another puzzle here with some pillars that have some shapes on them. So to find the clue, we see it up here up on the roof or the rock wall, and it reads like a book, left to right. So you got kind of an arc, a circle, a square, and an upside down triangle. Arc, circle, square, upside down triangle. So let's look for the arc, a square, a circle, and an upside down triangle. And then all we have left is the diamond. That did not work. Arc. A circle. Square. Upside down triangle. And then the diamond. I don't know. I did something wrong, but it's okay. We got it. Chest. So we got the spirit vessel, Rick's valuables, and then the summoner of elements. Okay, so when we look at this item, which looks kind of weird, by the way, can't tell if it's an eel or a snake or something. It gives 10 to arcane knowledge, and then army influence, plus 10% fire, or frozen, or poison. And then if we look at the relic we have, damage 15% to Anarchy. So this probably will be good for us a little bit later. I don't know. It's kind of a trade-off. Because as the game goes on and you're able to do more damage, then your 15% becomes better. Becomes more. But anyway, that's something we can look at later. Oops. And you can just ride up and over.
Dominic's a coward. He's probably gonna lose his shot.
We want to go back to Rick, and Rick is still at his house. Okay. All right, Rick. We found your valuables.
I found your chest, Rick. Your method of hiding it was ingenious.
Well, it was pretty ingenious, wasn't it? Beasts used to sleep in that grotto at night. They'd have no idea what to do with my cash, and no human would ever set foot in there. Who knew trolls would end up settling there?
Nothing lasts forever. The trolls are gone.
You took care of the trolls. Thank you so much. Do you still have the spirit vessel? Oh, tell you what. It's yours.
Thank you. I'm sure I'll find a use for it.
Okay, so we got 3 finesse points. So let's take a look. And so now we've maxed it out. We're going to keep this going just because that's the way we have decided to play the game, was a mage and go for finesse. But yeah, the only thing stopping us from supreme magic now is, well, a whole bunch of talent points that we can fill all this in before we get there. So, but it'll happen. It will happen. All right, so what are we left with here? Well, we need to attack Fisher using Rick's artifact. So his time is up. But Fisher is a boss. And so it's time to use our second ancestral experience scroll and our second trophies of war scroll to go right along with it. I do want to change this army up. It's not the best here. I like the ghosts. We're going to use the ghosts. And what else? We could use the ancient ghouls. There's really not a wrong way to go on this next fight, but yeah. All right.
I'm coming for you, Fisher. Prepare for death.
Are you serious? By Mactus's horns, you are reckless. My boys are bored, though. They're just itching to have some fun. And it looks like you're it.
So we do get three ice elementals that assist us in this one. And he has rank 3 stone skin trolls, 2 groups of berserkers, brigands, and free archers. Okay. Bring it on. We will put the Death Knights in the middle. The free archers there. We'll put the ghosts there. Yeah, something like that. Okay, round 1. Well, what do you think I'm gonna do? Chain lightning, of course. I tell you, I really like the spell. I think it's pretty good. We could use Spellbind on the free archers so that they cannot go twice with double shot, but let's put Mark of Darkness on the berserkers here, and then we'll use Verdict. Yeah, that did pretty good. Wow. For having short legs, they sure run quickly. Okay. Give everybody battle cry. Oh boy. We're gonna have the trolls come this way. Yep. Can we double shot? We can. Yeah, let's do that. One down. Oof. We could use bar. Yeah, that will totally take him out. Alright. Yeah. See, that's the beauty of the ice elementals. That's a frozen attack right there. Okay, ghosts. Let's go here. Let's scream our heads off. Alright. Infectious claws. Deadeye. Okay. think so. Yeah. Okay. All right, brigands. Bring it on. One more to go. And that's it. Okay. We got lots of money. And look, Rick's already got a shop. We go talk to him real quick.
I've done away with Fisher.
Fantastic. I was worried that blackguard would never be brought to justice. Especially with those trolls for allies.
See, trolls aren't so scary. Now you've seen it for yourself.
Well, they're still nasty. Now the ice spirits are a whole other story. So much prettier than the spirit running the elevator at the Mage factory.
Yes, your elementals came in handy. I was right to visit that troll's stinking grotto first.
Yes. Yes, we were. Alright, so what do we need to do? We need to go to Dominic and get our reward, and then take the elevator up and go to Aurelian and Kramer. So we can start cashing in for our rewards. We're getting all these quests completed. There is Dominic.
Hey, Royal Merchant. I cleared out your shop. It's safe to go back.
Thank you. Give Rick a little time to clean up. Once he's done, you can come see our goods.
Don't you think you're forgetting something?
Oh, right. The reward, of course.
How about a discount?
There was no mention of a discount. I've written down the details of our agreement, and there's no mention of a discount.
Well, he did give us a knight's helmet, which doesn't give us anything. So up we go. Alright, now that we've got all of our units to rank 3, it's cool. Now we can just swap out as the battles need. There we go, we're at the top.
Did you hear that? A man-eating troll is
You know what, let's call trigger. I know it's only a short ride up to Aurelian, but time is money. Alright.
I found the painting. I've got to say, it's not bad.
I'm ever so grateful. To me, my paintings are like children. I can't bear to lose them. They're the most precious thing I have.
Good for you. I've never had anything like that in my life. Not even paintings.
Besides, I'm going to have an exhibition soon. In Marcella's city park, no less.
Okay, so we got magic paint and a scroll portal. So let's see where that is. That would be air and fire. Yeah, we got this. Portal which teleports an allied unit to selected unoccupied hex and inflicts slow debuff. Okay. We also got a new quest to collect all of Aurelian's paintings, and there's 4. So that to me reminds me that it's a King's Bounty game. Alright, let's go to Kramer. Talk about his grain.
Your worst fears have come to pass, Kramer. The grain is rotted. Now, who did you order it for?
Huh? I'm under no obligation to share the names of my clients.
Are you sure about that? What if I named a certain Cedric?
Oh, no. Please, don't turn me into the Artisanians. It wasn't my fault. It was Damien's man, Bloom. He ordered me to do it. It was all him. Bloom ordered poisoned grain for both Damien and Cedric. He's waiting for me at the crypts across from the Artisanian delegation.
Really? This is getting even darker than I expected.
Okay, so now we can address the sensitive matter with Damien for the Anarchy point, or we could tell Bloom about Cedric and his scuttled deal. We are going down the Anarchy path that we have. Yeah. We have fallen to the dark side. Oops. Oop. Trigger bucked me off real quick right there. So let's tell Damien about Bloom.
Damien, I've got news. Seems one of your men tried to poison you.
Indeed. And what's this backstabber's name?
Not yet. First, I want to know what kind of business you're doing with the bandits. Why do you need them?
Please, how else could I maintain order around here if not with my own gangs? Castle Lamarok is in ruins and Castle Ardennes abandoned. These roads are patrolled by mercenaries and highwaymen instead of knights. If only Cedric, who loggy take him, hadn't gone rogue. But thankfully, you brought him to justice. Will you tell me the name now?
Blum betrayed you.
So young, so reckless. I must thank you properly.
Okay, so we got another item. Oh, but more importantly, we got a level up. Level 20. Woohoo. Okay, Knight's Helmet. I think we probably had this before. So we'll end up selling that as well. You can see now we are starting to get some money. Alright, trigger, come on. Let's go up. So now, since I use those scrolls, we need to do a boss fight. And if you look, oops, I meant to do the map. If you look at the map, what boss fight options do we have? Well, we've got this one with Wilmore. Go to the battlefield. This is actually one with DuPont here, but we also have Ador, the spirit. I'm going to say, or lean towards, let's go do Ador. Yeah. Let's jump here for that.
Have you picked up a plague mask from Remedius?
And this is part of the main
Why would I need one?
story quest line.
We're all about to be sent to the quarantine outpost to fight the pestilence.
And then for this fight, I would also like to use Channel, which gives us 10 more magic power for 2 battles. Okay, so let's go running up across the bridge to Castle Ardennes. Read the scroll. There is a barrel here. 14 gold. Okay. So we're gonna go into the...
Are you sure? What, never caught any ghosts? Just throw it! The hell with him! I didn't sign up for this.
Now, what do you think you're doing here?
Our mentor sent us to this castle and provided this magic cage. We are to catch a rampaging elemental.
Don't be silly. This is no simple elemental, but a primordial spirit. It summoned its own horde of lesser spirits for minions. It's mighty powerful. And this dunderhead left the cage way over there.
Looks like Gazella was right about my needing to intervene.
Really? That's great news. If you could clear a path for us, we'll sneak up to the cage and capture the spirit.
What are you waiting for? Go ahead and attack them.
Okay, sure. Yeah, so you can see we have all elementals here. Fire, ice, and then the wind spirits. Alright. Very strong enemy. He's 17. Rank 2. Okay. Alright. So let's put ghouls there. Put the ghosts up there. Yeah. So round one. Well, here we can use chain lightning. You could go either way on the. You could attack on this side or this side. Let's go this side. Okay. I want to use Mark Darkness on the ice elementals. And then we are going to use Verdict on ice elementals. Alright. We are going to use Battle Cry. Increase the damage. And then I do want to run them straight up. Alright. So what does double shot do? It takes out both of them too if I just do barbed. No. Gotta use double shot, so we will do that. That way we should be gone. Okay, good. The ghosts. Let's go here. And then scream our heads off. And now the ancient ghouls. Do we take on this guy? I guess we do. Yeah. So use Arcane Vortex there. Just protects them from elements. Okay, so, well, what are we going to do now? We will do Celestial Fire. Hit them. We can use Spellbind on the fire elementals. 6, 3, 4. Yeah, we're gonna go with these. 2, 3. Yep, we're gonna shoot. Take him down because the ghost can attack him, and then the ancient ghouls. And that's it. Victory is ours. And we lost a ghost. So let's get that ghost back.
Shh, be quiet.
I told you, didn't I?
The elemental has been trapped. We need to go see Sequester now.
The cage is yours now. I'm sure you can manage from now on.
Bring the cage to Sequester's lab. He'll put it on a mana booster so it won't run out of power and...
Come on, they're not stupid. They'll figure it out. As for us, we're going to celebrate at the Goose and Logos.
Is
Let's
this
go.
what magic is coming to?
Right. There's nothing left to do here.
Yeah. The tavern's being quite popular lately. Cache here. I think there's another one on the other side. Yeah, right here. Okay. And there's a mana crystal right here. 200 mana. Thank you. We're hung up on something. Come on. Sometimes. Okay. We have the waypoint and the cache here. And now we need to talk to the guard.
Halt! By the Archmage's decree, entrance to the Mage Factory is prohibited. Turn back.
But we need to talk to Dilfer. Okay. Well, I guess that will be in another video. But thank you all for coming along with me. I appreciate that very much, and I'm hoping that you're having fun with this Let's Play. And so in the next episode, oh, I missed a barrel. Well, I'll go back to it. We're going to go back to the Mage's Tower, and we're going to turn in this quest now that we caught Ador. So yeah. Anyway, take care everybody, and we'll see you in the next episode. Okay, bye-bye.